Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of my pro playthrough of the Stranded campaign. In this episode we're going to be finishing what we started in Rosewood, then I'll clean up the entire swamp area, then I'll head to Deepwood to finish up the episode. The builds I'll be using for my current playthrough are the product of trying to master my old speedrun. They're designed to be reliable and easy to use and as fast as possible. Returning from episode 1, I give you the H-Wing Mark II. The design is meant to be stable when carrying heavy salvage and fast. Next up for today's builds is Swampa Stompa. It's made to grab blocks from high places and carry 8 small salvage pieces at a time. It's ugly and it's slow, but it does its job with confidence and authority. After we've collected a few more blocks, we'll be able to spawn in the heavy for this playthrough, Bad Maw. Bad Maw is for manhandling the biggest and meanest salvage blocks on this planet. The secret is be heavier and meaner than they are. To achieve this, you want to be a minimum of 1,200 kilograms. Early game with just a handful of bulldog engines to work with, we will be slow, but we will have control of the salvage. Last but not least, we have this little car. It can carry a block when I need it to, but its main job is getting me around on land faster than my other builds can. I'm taking advantage of the hinge strength mechanic to use them as improvised suspension and to give me extra clearance when I'm cruising off-road. Alrighty folks, we got over 30 salvage blocks on the list for today's episode, so let's get started already. So, I reckon this is as good a time to answer this comment as any. Thank you for the comment, Aiden. The rules I followed for my speedruns were pretty simple. My goal was 100% salvage collected using pre-made builds. All my building took place before the run began. As soon as I collected the necessary blocks, I could spawn whatever build I need. Using the teleporting mechanic was not allowed. You have to drive, fly, or boat wherever you need to be. Use the in-game day-night cycle to record the time. Here's a screenshot of my last finish and my best time. This was like 2 years ago, and they've added some new blocks to the campaign since then, so this time isn't really valid. So with the speedrun, I think mentioning it at all, it seems inevitable that someone will want to beat it. I see a lot of room for improvement now that I'm analyzing my old builds and strategies, so have fun. Having a hinge at both ends of the pistons here helps me get a safe angle on the boom salvage. Pulling it down from below often leads to starting over, if you catch my meaning. Alrighty Heidi, we are done in Rosewood and it's time to get swampy. I do this every time. The first time I did this was the moment I fell in love with this game. So if you're thinking this boat is fast because it has a lot of power cores now, you are wrong. There are only 4 engines in the water. Only one more than last time you saw it. It's fast because I know how to aerodynamics. In the water, your aerodynamics, or to be more accurate, your hydrodynamics, are way more important. Not just in the front, but in the rear as well. Discovering this added 30 to 50 miles per hour to all of my boats, and it was the first time I felt like I leveled up in this game. I'm also using bumpers from the accessories tab here. They're kind of heavy, but they have zero drag. These blocks in mind for early game problem solvers. Just collect some gold and they're yours to unlock. Well, the swamp definitely presents its own unique challenge. Traction. My most frustrated and silliest moments in campaign probably came out of slipping in the mud. My pro tip here, these patches of grass have really good traction, and use them to recover when things get out of control.
This parkour is required for your spaceship.
Yes, all my other builds can handle this block, but none of them will be this much fun. Most of my first playthrough looked exactly like this, even when I wasn't in the mud. I am the boss of you, good sir. I command you to go into the beam of light. Victory is mine. You don't get those moments if you don't struggle. So from this point on, there won't be any more cuts through the swamp portion of the video. I want new players to see how quickly and efficiently this can be done. And honestly, there really isn't much to cut. I've got a block on the magnet or in the hopper the whole time. Okay, this will go best if I can keep it centered over the wall. Settle between the doors. Re-grab with the magnet. Get steady, and off we go. Now I make my way back, just trying to stick to the grass as much as possible. A reset now would really suck. And you will be tempted to drive out in the open to the right here. Don't. It's a trap. That's a slope in the mud that leads to the water. Once you're on that slope, it's over. Salvage reset. Use first person if you have to. Just stay out of the mud. So I know in the intro I said I would clear the entire swamp today. That's not entirely true. I will be ignoring the dragon engine and the armored seat today. I obviously can't fly yet, and the engine is underwater, which puts it into a different section of the run for me. That will be the next episode though. Today I'm collecting everything I need to make 2 very capable subs, so don't worry. We will be getting the dragon engine. like I'm missing one. I feel like I'm missing one. Yeah, one more behind me. But man, this model, the swamp truck, may be the best I've ever done. I usually skimp on the capacity a bit and have to drop off the first 3 or 4 blocks before I come all the way out here, but this one is carrying the entire island at once. I mean, obviously without the spiked wheel, but we'll be back for that in a second, don't worry.
This block is a crucial part of your spaceship. This block is a crucial part of your spaceship.
Gee whiz, are you done yet, lady?
Required for your spaceship.
That's what you get when you turn in a ton of salvage at once. There's at least 2 more of these big salvage drops in the playthrough. But right now it's time to flex on the spiked wheel. Oh, I think I have one more power core than one more power core than I expected when I got this build ready. Now we flex. Alrighty, and up she goes. Easy. Keep the wheels on the grass. Stay off of the slopes. Gravity is not our friend right now. A quick transfer to the dorsal magnet on flat ground for the best balance and traction for the rest of the ride. Okay, you guys think the H-Wing can manage this? It's all shallow water here. Screw it, it's only one way to find out. I usually plod through the water with bad maw at like 10 miles an hour with this block. Let's see if we can improve on that. I may as well get the spiked wheels in play here. This is only possible. Oh boy, this is only possible because of the long body of this build giving me the leverage not to tip over. Oh man, those hinges and the wing struts are at 100% strength and they are flexing hard. Okay, it's janky. It's janky. Let me get the pistons a bit lower. Okay, okay, and into the sunset we go. Let's go. Upgrading the H-Wig manual to include shallow water heavy salvage operation. Coming in hot. Ooh, hey, don't worry about it, guys. That's why we got four wheels. We don't need all four of them all the time.
This parkour is required for your spaceship.
And that was the first cut since I mentioned it earlier. Point is, you can collect all the ground-based salvage in the swamp in less time than it takes to watch this video. You can see the value in a fast boat here, at least from a speedrun perspective. I played with designs for boats to carry multiple pieces at once. They were never reliable enough to use in a serious run. Alright, let me just activate night mode here, make it a video for people to watch, like with their eyeballs and stuff. Now this last block for the swamp may be the source of my silliest memories in this campaign. My friend Bubba and I were still in the template amphibious boat, and we tried so hard to pull that power core up that hill next to it. We eventually won that battle, but it was a long tour on the struggle bus. My point is, sharing the absurd struggle you're confronted with in this campaign with a good friend, the best way to experience it. Right? And that's the last swamp block. Now let's get these wheels dry and hit the Deepwood and bully that raw engine around before we call it a day. I was distracted by the mood because it was looking so awesome through the cliffs. It's not my fault. You guys crashed, not me. Oh, I'm supposed to pick up the tail fin and drop it down here, but the pistons are being total jerks right now. Like, oh, ding dong. Jeez, what was that about? Tailfin's just grouchy today. Gee whiz. This is fine. This is exactly how I wanted that to go. See, now you guys get to learn and see how the wheels interacting with the salvage will yeet it the hell across the map if you're not careful. Now you know. It's fine, you guys, don't worry about it. The raw engine has a really big ego, and I don't think it likes what I said about bullying it. And that is the final block for this episode. I hope you guys are learning some new strategies for completing this campaign, and be sure to share yours in the comments. In the next episode, we'll be heading underwater. We're going to clean up this ocean and every submerged block in the campaign. So have your O2 tanks filled, we will be underwater for most of the day. I'll see you then, Trailmaker. Peace.